First, I'll say off the top, I made a mistake by not just doing my recap right at the end of set two in the Encore. With Trey announcing the set, I didn't think, I was like, I wasn't sure. I was holding out maybe like, it's possible. Maybe this will be like more of like a third set as opposed to like our normal late night secret sets that they play at festivals. And then the webcast was just like staying tuned right in, so I just wasn't sure. Should I jump up there and do the recap right now? I think I'll wait. I mean, obviously, I had no room left for a third set. I don't know. I botched it there though because now it has gotten late. You know, the show started over 5 hours ago, and I really don't remember much from what was going on early on, really. And then the secret. I guess we'll start here with the late night set. Certainly, you'll have to see it. It'll show up on YouTube for free, I'm sure. And then the music started out. I was not even convinced it was Phish at first. Like, what is going on here? And now imagine the Sphere, except we're on a flat screen here. They had like a curtain, but it was ruffled, I guess, or what was that? You know, like in not panels isn't the right word, but there were slits throughout. It wasn't just a solid screen, and lots of trees. I was thinking tree K5 for a while. Lots of very cool, maybe the very exact clouds, kind of like bursting clouds. At one point, as the music picked up, thought for sure it was all going to drop and we were going to see the band at some point, though. And as a couch tourist, this isn't really probably for us. Certainly, if you were there, there was more shots of the crowd than there was the band. And they sure seem to be enjoying themselves in different states, these people. Um, all in Delaware, of course, but you know what I mean. And yeah, so you're just going to have to check that out. The music certainly hit highlights at a point. In fact, the music had, when it was at its best, was probably better than anything we got over here in the actual first two sets. Some of the, at its absolute best, which, there was many, like I said at the beginning, I wasn't even positive Phish was playing. And then there was downtime, and then it would really drive up to a big peak, and then calm back down, go in a little different direction, and then boom, peak again. And at those, at the top, it was maybe some of the best late night stuff they've done at a festival. So let's get to this one. Maybe my least favorite. It's tough to say, I'm about to say my least favorite set of the four so far, but I don't know. We had some Hall of Famers. I don't know if we call this Hall of Fame night, but we certainly had Fluffhead, Hood, Reba, Divided Sky. Ghost eligible. I don't know how Ghost isn't in there yet. 25 years after your stage debut, you're eligible. Ghost not in there yet, though, somehow. 2020, there was no voting. I don't know. Let's go back over here to Bouncing Around the Room. That's how we got started. One that I'm surprised they don't start with more often. Not a song that, like I've been saying this a lot over the last two summers. Not a song that I would generally love, but if we're going to play it early in the show, starting out, seems much more acceptable. Kill Devil Falls, which I've been saying has had one of the best summers of any song, this one was maybe our dud. Just didn't quite get off the ground, this Kill Devil Falls. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't a second song of the night. We're not always going to be something huge. Then we got into something huge for this guy here, the Peaches. And comparing to the last one, I don't really know. As soon as I heard the opening notes to Peaches, I let out a big woo, texted a friend, said they're playing Peaches, took multiple giant bong hits, then coughed for like 2 minutes, and then the song ended. But from what I heard, it sounded pretty nice. Kind of like 2017, which I was kind of maybe thinking this would happen. They played it there and here in Dayton at the Nutter Center, and then again at the Dozen, the Baker's Dozen at the MSG Run. The Dozen, what a chomper. At the Dozen, bro. Anyways, let's move on from that chomper nonsense for me. And we got a forgettable free, because I believe Mike was getting down here. There was another point where Mike was really getting down. Maybe the Twist. Something else. Yeah, it was two. How about in the Divided Sky? To me, really, this is where the set kind of started to go. All of this here, like I said, it's so long ago. Maybe I'm just forgetting it, but I don't think it was anything outstanding. When Kill Devil Falls was a bit of a letdown, things aren't going so well early on. Zero back down here. So here we are, Divided Sky, about halfway through the Divided Sky, Beyond the Pause. I've never really, I just don't get it. They're never, to me, going to nail, and I'm never going to love that early intro part to Divided Sky. But by the time we get post-pause, and they're really going off. And like I discovered recently, it's kind of a driving song, that Into the Divided Sky there. So it ended strong. And then Tube, man, I wish they might as well. I mean, if I'd known we were going to get Mountains in the Mist there, Tube could have went on so much longer. The most danceable part of the first set for me, that got me going here in the on Couch Tour. And then Mountains in the Mist, it needs company to me. Waves is the perfect company. Tube and Reba, not quite it for, but then we got our Hall of Famer Reba in there. No whistling, right? I don't believe we got any whistling in Reba. We got the Twin Twist, was maybe one of the better jams of the night, perhaps. Because all this kind of jumbled together a little bit, and then Character Zero. You know, some nights it's a yay, some nights it's a nay when they close a set with Zero. This one felt like maybe a nay for the guys. Not that it was, not horrible or anything. Look, you got Reba, you got Divided Sky, Peaches, I Love. Maybe it was just the dud and Kill Devil Falls maybe sent me down a path. And here we go, my friends, through, a bit of a jam again. Maybe not quite the heights that we reached on the first two this summer, and even one back, I believe, last summer. And then very much a No Minute, No Man's Land Ruby Waves kind of set. Here like a late 3.0. If last night was a celebration of all of 3.0, this is kind of a late era 3.0. I mean, my friend and Fluffhead bookended it, but look at that. A lot of that in there. Pet Cat, a lot of them coming out here in the late 3.0. And Ghost just kind of fits in anywhere, really, My Pet Cat, speaking of My Pet Cat, I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at that. Look what My Pet Cat did today. An adorable little Rose did that. You believe that? Got me. So, dogs don't do that. Maybe I should be a dog guy. Trying to take my thumb off. All right, so then No Minute, No Man's Land, Ruby Waves, all just okay, but none of it, if they'd have just maybe picked one and went with it. Well, Ruby Waves got kind of cool at one point. But then to go into Pillow Jets, which has been so up and down, perhaps not even so many ups. Maybe there was just like one and a half ups for old Pillow Jets, but it seems like it's sticking around. Unfortunately, maybe fortunately, if you love it, out of the new songs, it seems to be really you see No Evolve, you see No Oblivion again, but yet there's Pillow Jets. Last night felt a little Grand Rapidy, felt like Grand Rapids a bit, and then tonight felt a little bit more like a combination of maybe Bethel and Mohegan or something. But all right, so then in Your Pet Cat, man, that over here in Tube territory, except for the damn pet cat noise, that can be a little bit irritating. Get a little more red there, I suppose. Just that looks pretty blank for a festival second set, huh? So then a little more Ruby, a little bit of No Minute, No Man's Land, the Ghost right there. Perhaps the best moment of the second set. Yeah, that's not true. It was Fluffhead. So then we get back-to-back Hall of Famers, ending the set, starting the Encore. I believe somewhere in here, Trey, is when... we also got a nice Moby Dick tease. That was a highlight, perhaps. Didn't go on long, Mike and Trey. And then Fluffhead and Hood back-to-back, although the Hood, this was after the announcement. Hood and First Tube just sort of felt like the cat is out of the bag, so this I don't know, It was a long night. Like I said at the very beginning of this, I blew it. I should have done this recap, an hour and a half ago. Might have had a little more energy and a little more love for it. But even way back here, I wasn't. Even with the Peaches, That's one good way. That's a cheat card to get a good recap out of me, you would think. Just play Peaches. That idiot on YouTube will say tons of nice things about us. I said some nice things. Boom. Definitely want to have to re-listen to the late night set as well, without the visuals. All right, take a look there. Thanks to everybody tuning in. Night 3 tomorrow. Will it be like New Year's Eve, where, the 30th is oftentimes the big bad boy? We'll see. Then again, they say never miss a Sunday show. I don't know. How about this? They're both going to dominate. And not the kind of dominating that Fishman's into.